Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess in case you are new here, and I have another review video, but I'm going to make it kind of fun by showing you different ways you can use this product. So I had somebody actually reach out to me and ask me if I would be willing to try their product, and this is a coffee press. I was actually really excited because I had never, and I think I've mentioned in my videos before, I've actually asked you guys if anybody has a coffee press, because I've always been very intrigued by them. You guys know I love coffee. Love all things coffee, cold coffee, hot coffee, blended coffee, coffee always. Love coffee. So I was really excited to get this. Didn't know anything about them though. Nothing, not a clue. So I started looking up things about coffee presses, and did you guys know there's like tons of other ways you can use a coffee press? So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you a few of those ways you can use it versus just the typical making your regular hot coffee with. So I just wanted to kind of go over a few things that I'm not going to show you because it would just take a really long time. It'd be a really super long video. So some of the other ways that you can use a coffee press is that you can do rinse your grains with it. So like your quinoa is, I mean, I don't know about you, but I just have a little tiny small sieve, which I should just get a bigger strainer because I do make a lot of quinoa, but you know how when you need to rinse it, it's kind of a pain. I guess you can rinse it in the coffee press. So you just put the grains in there, and then you just put the water in there and just kind of plunge it, and then you drain all the water off of it, and you do it again until the water's clean. That is so cool. So rinsing quinoa is one of the things. Guess you can make like infused oils with it. So you just put like the oil in there, and then you just put whatever kind of flavorings you want in there and just let it infuse. Apparently you can make whipped cream in it. So I didn't have any, of course I didn't have any heavy cream on hand, but if you have heavy cream on hand, I guess you can put that in there and press it and just keep, you know, pressing it down until it makes whipped cream. Wow. You can rehydrate dried foods. So if you had like almost all the examples that I saw in here was using mushrooms. I guess dried mushrooms is a big thing. And you just put them in there and you add in enough hot water to cover them, and you let it sit there for like 15 minutes, and then you just plunge it down and drain off the water. How ingenious are these people? Emulsifying oil and vinegar, straining chicken stock. You can put fresh herbs in the chicken stock. And you can make mixed drinks, I guess, in there. So I don't drink, so I'm not sure how that would be. But anyway, those are just a few of the things. So just if you have a coffee press, or if you want to pick one up, definitely look online. Go to Pinterest or just Google it and look for ways to use a coffee press. You'll be amazed on the things you can do. So I haven't opened this yet. I just opened up the top. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. I will show you what's inside. One of the things that I did see as I was kind of researching coffee presses, I noticed that most of the complaints about them, and this is one of the reasons why I never purchased one before, because a lot of the complaints was that you got grounds in your coffee, and you use like a coarse ground coffee, so I'm like, I don't want grounds in my coffee. But this one on there, apparently it says it's double screened, and that's what makes it have more of a smooth coffee and no grounds. So I'll show you that when I open this. Also, it's all like stainless steel parts. It's one of these things on one side here. It said something about the glass. It's not going to break. Obviously, quality heat resistant glass. 8-cup capacity. Lid and filter made of stainless steel. So those are all the things on here. Now, the instructions on how to do this. It says for each 4-ounce cup, put 1 rounded tablespoon of coarse ground coffee into the pot. Who drinks only a 4-ounce cup of coffee? Am I the only one that does not? So anyway, I will be doing a larger cup of coffee. But anyway, then you pour the hot water in there. But I will show you all that. So let's get this opened. Let me show you that. And then I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 4 ways to use this. Another one I'm not going to show you because I don't have anybody up right now besides myself who would drink it, but steeping tea. So if you have loose leaf tea, so like I have the Teamy tea that I use, and it's all loose leaf. So if you have loose leaf tea, you can put it in there, add some water. So it's kind of like I have like the perfect teapot that I ordered off Amazon. So it kind of works about that same way. You just put the loose leaf tea in there, add your hot water, then you just plunge it down when it's done steeping, and then you just pour it off, and you won't get the leaves in your coffee. I mean, in your tea. So you can use that for a tea as well. So, but besides that, I'm going to show you how to make the regular coffee, and then 3 other things you can do with this coffee press. I am so excited to try these things. One of them we'll have to fast forward to tomorrow at the end of this video because one of them has to sit overnight. So anyway, I'm going to get this open and show you how to use this coffee press. And this coffee press, by the way, is from SterlingPro. I will also have a link down below that will save you 15% off of this press, and you can buy it on Amazon. So I'll have the link through the Amazon to the Amazon store where it's at, and then I will have the code which will save you 15%. Right now these are on sale for like $19.98, I believe. So this is the time to do it because you can get that sale price of $19.98 plus another 15% off. So it's only going to be like $16 for this thing. So I want to get this video up ASAP so you guys can take advantage of that sale and advantage of that code. So I'm going to do that, but let's get this opened and show you what the coffee press is all about. Okay, so let's get this opened, see what's in here. Okay, so there are there's like some instructions here. It's the instruction manual. It says please read completely before use. Do you all do that? I do sometimes. I do like to read the instructions of things. Yeah. So, oh, here's a little, okay, I better read the instructions to see what these pieces are. Oh, it doesn't say. So let's see what this is. So this is a little, oh, these are a couple little screens. So I guess you must have to replace them after a while, probably. Those of you that have coffee presses, let me know down below how you feel about them and if you like the ones that you have. Okay, so here, what a cute little thing. I love this. This would look really pretty on my counter. I love appliances. Okay, so let me put my camera down a little bit. Okay, so we have, here is the lid. I'm not sure how you, oh, here we go. So it comes with a little scoop. Oh, I love that. So this is perfect little scoop. This says it is 0.25 ounces. So coffee, this says 0.25 ounce per cup. So I know that they said it was per 4 ounces. So I guess I'd do 2 of these for 8 ounces. So very cute. And then you just pull this out. Oh, and here's where that little screen goes in. So you have here where these little screens, so you get 2 extra little screens with this, which is great. I'll have to look up how long these last and how often you're supposed to change them. And it looks like this has the little plunger here. Not sure how to change the screens. This is the kind of stuff my husband normally would do. Oh, it looks like you just unscrew it. Very simple. Nice. Okay, so you just unscrew it there. And here is where you can, so it's double screened. Okay, I see. So they put 2 screens in there to make sure you don't get the coffee grounds. I thought when it said double screened, I thought it meant like this and like 1 screen, but no, you put actually 2 screens in there. So you get 1 extra set then. And you just put that in there, and then we'll just screw it back on there. Okay, so just read the instructions quickly. So basically, here's your pot. Now, it says you want to warm the glass beaker is what they call it, with hot but not boiling water. So I'm going to rinse this out anyway since it's been in the package. But every time you want to use it, you want to kind of warm it up with warm water. And I know that's to ensure that the glass doesn't break when you put boiling hot water in here. So that's very important to note. So you want to make sure you do that. So I'll warm this up, and then it says add the required amount of coarse ground coffee. Recommended is 1 rounded tablespoon for each 4 ounce cup. So I'm going to do 8 ounces. So I'll do 2 of those. It says pour very hot but never boiling water into the pot. Leave 1 inch of space from the top of the beaker. And then it says stir the grounds gently with a spatula. Do not use a metal spoon to stir. Ensure that you get to the very bottom of the beaker. Place the filter and lid loosely on the coffee. So I'll show you guys all this. So you just put that in there. And then it says allow the coffee to brew about 3 minutes. And then we'll go from there. So let me go get my kettle so I can get some water boiling. I actually have to go ground some coffee because I wanted to wait until right before brewing before I ground up the coffee. So let me grab all the things I need and I'll be right back. So just so you guys know, how I ground my coffee is I use my blender. Now you can get this off of Amazon. I do have it linked in my Amazon store, which I always have a link to down below. So anyway, if you have a blender, more than likely you can just do the coffee beans in that. And I want a coarse ground, so I'll just kind of pulse it. So I just put the coffee beans in there, turn it on, and I just kind of pulse it. And then it just comes out as, and you can do it as coarse or as fine as you want. but I do a course whenever I make a cold brew coffee, and then also it says to do course for this French press coffee. So anyway, that's how I do it. So if you have a blender, more than likely you can do it this way unless you have a coffee grinder. Okay, so my water is almost to the point of boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because it said don't put boiling in there. So I warmed up the pot like it said with some warm water. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to do 8 ounces of water. So I'm going to do 2 scoops of this coarse ground coffee. And let me grab my water. So I have 8 ounces of very hot water here. So I'm just going to pour that in. And then it says let it steep for 3 minutes is what this box says of this. I mean, the company says for this one. Online, I read 4 minutes. So I think I'll do like 3.5 minutes just to see which one works. And I will be back to show you how to do the rest. Actually, I decided to do 2 cups in here. That way I could share a cup with my son. That way also I could kind of see how it is when the pot's a little bit fuller. So I'm going to do 2 8-ounce cups and 4 rounded tablespoons of coffee. So I'm going to put the lid on there. It says put it on here loosely. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay guys, it has been 3 minutes. So now it says you just press this slowly, and it just presses all the grounds to the bottom, and then all you have up here is yummy, delicious coffee. So I'm going to pour some into this cup here. And even though I'm not a black coffee drinker, I'm going to try it black so I can kind of see, you know, the pure taste of it. So hold on. It's not a really good angle, but so here's the coffee. Yeah, I'm not a black coffee drinker, but that's pretty good. Definitely no grounds in it. That's one thing I wanted to look for. There's no grounds in it. You can see it's really clear. So I'm going to show you the next use for this so that I can make my coffee the way I like to drink it. So let me show you the next use for a coffee press. I wanted to show you what it did. So when you pull this out, then all the grounds are just down there in the bottom. So I'm going to rinse this out so I can show you the next thing. So this next tip actually came from one of my subscribers, Ginger. She made a note that in one of my videos, made a comment that you can froth milk in a coffee press. Now I did find this online as well. So what I did is I have some unsweetened almond milk that I put in the microwave for about 45 seconds to heat up. I'm going to pour this in here, and then you just use this little plunger thing. I'm going to turn it so you guys can see it. And apparently all you do then, you just put the lid on there, and you just like this, and you just plunge it, and then as you can see, it's frothing up. Now you guys know I have a frother on my coffee maker, and I have a frother on my, I have a handheld frother, which I don't like my handheld frother as well because it doesn't froth very well, but my Ninja coffee maker froths really well. So you can see it's getting all frothed up. Now almond milk doesn't froth the best anyway, so there we go. Take this out. You can see it's nice and frothy in there. Not make a mess. Okay, I'll pour this into my coffee. There you go. As you can see, look how frothy that is, you guys. So there's definitely a hack. This could have turned into a Pinterest win or fail video. You guys know those are my favorite videos to film. But this is actually working out really well so far. So here is one other coffee press hack. Okay, and the final way I'm going to show you, the third thing I'm going to show you. So I showed you how to make the regular coffee, the almond milk, frothing up milk, and now I'm going to show you my favorite thing, cold brew coffee. So apparently you can use this to make cold brew concentrate. And you guys know I have a cold brew coffee thing, and I have had some issues with it not making it quite as strong as I'd like it. So I'm really curious how this works out. So of course I'm going to have to finish this video up in the morning and show you guys how it turned out. Because it's supposed to sit for 8 to 12 hours, so in the morning will be perfect. So here I have 1.5 cups of coarsely ground coffee, and then I'll put 3 cups of water in there. So you're just going to put the coffee, the water, and put the lid on there. So let's do that. Okay, so coffee is in there. I'm going to pour the water now. It says stir vigorously, so I'm going to try to stir as vigorously as I can. And then you just put the lid on there. Now it says that to put it on the countertop. So maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I've been putting my cold brew coffee in the refrigerator, but on this post that I found, it said that when you do that, it takes a lot longer for the coffee to concentrate. Plus, it's not quite as concentrated. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave it on the counter. It'll probably be for 12 hours or so, because it's 8:30 in the morning now. So actually, it'll be a lot more than that. So I'm going to leave it on there, and then in the morning, I will see how it works out. And also this concentrate then will be 1:1, so you use one part coffee concentrate to 1 part water. So if you do 4 ounces of this, you do 4 ounces of water. You have an 8-ounce cup, and then you just add your milk and cream and sugar, whatever you add to your coffee. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be back to finish up this video. Okay, so I've let the coffee sit overnight, so I am just going to press it down. It's very easy to press, by the way. Now I'm not sure if I'm at the end. I'm going to press a little bit harder. Okay. So now I'm just going to pour off the coffee into I'm going to press on it a little bit more just to see if I get more out of it. No, that's about it. So now you have your cold brew concentrate. So you can use like 1 part this and 1 part water. So if you wanted to do 8 ounces of this, you would do 8 ounces of water, 4 ounces of this, 4 ounces of water, however big you want your cup of coffee. Then add your cream and sugar, and you got some cold brew. Just store this in your refrigerator for 2 or 3 days or so, I would say, before it would start to get bitter. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. So there you go. That is ways you can use a coffee press. I will put a couple links in the description box of some other websites I found that had, there was like one that was 18 ways, 14 ways. Some of them are repetitive through the different blog posts. But anyway, I will link all those down below. That way you can maybe find some other fun ways to use a coffee press. I will also have a link to where you can purchase this press. And again, with the code, with the 15% off code, will be down in the description box. So there'll be lots of things down there, so check that out. But let me know down below in the comment section if you have a coffee press. How do you use it? Give us some more tips. Let me know if you plan on buying this one, because I want to hear how you love it. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Again, make sure you check out the description box for lots of links and information. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, guys.